when the AC a kick and them get a little juice and something, but you just like hey, I go sleep. Honestly, this better like hey, I go sleep. So today I'm going to give some tips on basically if you have a long layover. I'll be giving you guys some tips for work and travel as it relates to that. So more than likely, and I'm not saying all, but more than likely on work and travel, you usually end up certain places usually end up with you having a longer layover. Like in my experience, I had an 18-hour layover one time. So this is just me giving you guys some tips after me, basically just some tips, because literally more than likely, and I'm not, as I say, not everybody, but some people are gonna end up I go some places that there is no such thing as a direct flight. You have to go stop 3 or 4 different places before you reach, literally. So the first time last year, the way how my thing did go is like I went through Hartsfield, Atlanta, which it's one of the busier airports in America, like mostly connecting the flights go on in Atlanta. And more than likely in your work and travel career at some point you're gonna end up having to pass through Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. Yeah, Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta, yeah, something like that. Anyways, more than likely you're gonna end up having to pass through that particular airport. But that is if you use Delta. But anyways, alright, some tips on that basically. But as I said before, more than likely you will not get a flight that's going straight to where you're supposed to go. So this is what I'm gonna tell you now. So I was saying that last year I literally had an entire 18-hour layover. 18 hours layover. And then I had then a shorter layover afterwards, and then yeah. But anyway, let me just get into that. Okay. And then when I was coming back, I slept in the airport coming back. So I'm gonna tell you about that. So when I was headed to Wisconsin last year, and I had to pass through Atlanta, had to pass through Georgia, then I went through to Minnesota, and then I went to Wisconsin. Honestly, as it relates to the booking of tickets, I was not that involved. Maybe very honest, I was not that involved in that entire thing. And so what happened is that when we get there, I find out say, so these people really book a flight with a literal 18-hour layover. So I'm just gonna tell you what I did. So for me, we went there, me and my brother got there last year, and we were like, alright, we go sleep in the airport. The plane land must be 12 o'clock, right? It land maybe around 12 o'clock, and then we sit down at the airport until around maybe 3 or so. But basically it was so impractical. So very impractical. 18 hours is almost 24 hours. That is crazy. And after that 18 hours would have ended, we're still not headed on the final flight. Literally. So people, what happened was that, alright, so we realized that we can't sleep in our airport, and we didn't get one place to stay. That was the first time me going to Uber. No, wait, yeah, first time I used Uber over there, and I realized Uber work, and Gabriel, the person did name, but it was a male, but he was named Gabriel. Anyways, yeah, so that was that. So Uber, we get some of the catch for the night, and we come back at the airport. One piece of drama. I mean, not get into all that. You can go watch the other stories then to hear about what happened and the messed up and all that stuff. But as it relates to layovers, if you have a 18-hour layover or anything along that range, think carefully about what you're doing. Because if you have a layover like 18 hours, you might want to consider booking a hotel in advance. Literally, you might want to consider booking an hotel in advance, because remember, over there you use digital and flow like out here, and yes, when you go there you can connect to the Wi-Fi. You can connect to the Wi-Fi, simple something. But if you want to make a call or call somewhere, or for example you want to call a hotel or something, or you need to book something, you're gonna really not problem over there. So think it through and say, okay, say that layover 18 hours, we might have gonna need some of you stay overnight. Or guess what? If you really think you're gonna stay at the airport, I'm gonna tell you what you should do. So consider booking a hotel if you realize you're broke and you don't have it like that and you have to go sleeping at the airport. There's nothing wrong with sleeping in the airport, but it's, I don't know, just basically there's a certain limit. If you have a 10-hour layover, chance it all the way. But when that layover close to 24 hours, that's basically an entire day you're going to spend just in at the airport, not doing nothing. You're not going to sleep for the entire 18 hours or 24 hours. You're not going to sleep, you're not going to anything, or even a 20-hour layover in a one place. That's not the entire trip, that's just what you're spending in one place. So you might want to consider booking somewhere. Anyway, if you're going to stay in there, take my advice. So here what you're going to do. Ensure that you bring, depending on the airline that you travel with. Because in my situation last year, Delta, right? Delta kept my Delta gave me back my check-on bags. I made have to pay if I check them on again to continue my journey. That's what Delta did. With American Airlines kept the check-on bags and I only have my carry-on with me. So last year when I was coming back to Jamaica with American Airlines, me at the airport, Miami airport, and cold. I was freezing. Me literally in the hoodie, me in a pants, me in a socks, and me still a freeze in the airport. Freezing, literally. Because, alright, what you don't understand is that, you see, when you sit down in one place, it's fine if you sit down for maybe 1 hour, 2 hours. But I had basically call it maybe a 6 hour, or, yeah, maybe it was a 6 hour layover, I think. Maybe 6-7 hour layover in Miami when I come back to Jamaica. And that wasn't so bad like the 18 hours. It wasn't so bad, but I was freezing, I did cold, I did hungry, and I did thirsty. I'm going to explain why I did cold, hungry, and thirsty. I did cold because, so you see my carry-on, when I literally like the small suitcase, not the knapsack, the knapsack they'd have in the laptop and stuff. But you see the carry-on, like the suitcase carry-on, I did have that with me. And literally, all that was in the carry-on was wet clothes. Wet clothes. Let me explain why the clothes are wet. So basically, me with my enough self, the morning when I was supposed to come back to, the morning or the day before I was supposed to come back to Jamaica. So, but let me go and wash out the clothes and wash out the sheet them. Right, because I left the bed clean and blah 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 over there. And the whole time after that, for some reason the dryer was not drying, and then it's like the manager come for me and said, we're ready. I made myself take all the wet clothes and fling them that me carry on and send them on the painting. Anyways, so basically pay wet clothes come back to Jamaica. So imagine me in a Miami airport and cola lick me. And I pull the suitcase, the small suitcase, all that was in there was wet clothes. That not gonna stop it. So my advice, ensure so you have a blanket in your carry-on. Just in case, depending on the airline, just in case they don't give you back your check-on bags, you go dig up your blanket or towel or whatever. And ensure that you're wearing long sleeve, even double up, because literally I did have a shirt underneath, plus my hoodie, plus the pants, plus socks by my foot. I'm still in there, I freeze. So ensure so you're wearing a hoodie, ensure so you're wearing pants. Literally, it's not the time for you to be wearing a dress. It's not the time for that. Me tell you honest truth. You might want to look cute, but maybe that is not the time for you to look cute and all that stuff. Ensure so you're comfortable and ensure so you're warm. And now the reason why I was hungry was because the plane landed in Miami. Yeah, Miami International at 12 a.m. Yeah. Basically just as the next day go start, 12 a.m. plane land. 12 a.m. all the food places them lock. Me thirsty. I spend all that time walking out the airport. Literally, my gate did up on the other side of the airport, and on half an hour, I walk for reach on the other side of the airport. Literally, but that's how I walk, and there's no ending, literally. So I'm thirsty. I did have like one bottle of water. I think I did when I on the plane, I get here one little bottle of water, and you want to see me try to preserve it the entire night until 5 a.m. come, and I stay at the airport, open up back, I buy like a mint tea and drink it and something. Yeah. But yeah, ensure you have a blanket in your carry-on or in your knapsack, whatever you do. ensure say you're wearing socks, ensure say you're wearing pants, ensure say you have some kind of hoodie, ensure say you have another sweater or a sheet or something, because I tell you say you're going to draft for that in that layover. When you have that layover and when you start freeze, you're going to need it. So make sure you have it. Take my foolish advice. Now, as it relates to the thirstiness now, if God forbid, the plane go land, basically, God forbid the plane go land like maybe it go land late and the airport go close. Basically, me that say I'm not sure if it's all airports close, like maybe for a particular time every night, but just know that the Miami International Airport, they close at mostly midnight until 5 a.m. So between 12 and 5, me did them miserable, me tormented, me I walk up and down, me I lie down, me I sit down. It's like nothing me do can keep me occupied. And literally they see the chairs in the airport are not comfortable. They're not made for sleeping and spread out pan and bit uncomfortable. I'm miserable to come. I sleep like maybe 1 hour. Me doze off, wake up, walk up and down, me go bathroom for literally when I walk, my body warm up. But you see when you sit down one place and me not even sit down like near to no AC or not like that. But the entire place is cold because your body just one place that take in everything. But basically, yeah, so just be careful of long layovers. If you don't have to do it, don't do it. You might have a cheap price, but cheap price can stay. Because when you're in there and you're cold and you're dead for hungry and everything, it's too normal. Next thing too, if you have a long layover, ensure that you have some form of entertainment. Don't just go in there and stare in everybody's face. Ensure, say, you can probably, my advice, ensure you have a series or something to watch. That will make the time go by fast because you literally will not be sleeping. If you have like say a 7-hour layover, you will not be sleeping that 7 hours. Because let me tell you, yesterday night when I was in Miami, me go sleep. Literally me go sleep, sorry. And me as a person that is when night come, me love sleep, me love sleep. By the time, so for example, me go sleep 1 o'clock. 1:30 me wake up. 1:30, not even me I tell you it's like I doze off, I go back and I go doze off. 2 o'clock me wake up. When I wake up 2 o'clock, me just there lie down and whatever. 2:30 and me just there. Me don't know me I do what. Me never get no sleep. But it's tired. I'm never gonna get no sleep or anything. So don't fool yourself, boy. You're going to airport go sleep. Cause me I tell you say where me I come from, me tell you like dog, right? I'm gonna tell you what happened too. You see so when I was coming back last year, I took a flight from where the flight come from? The flight come from Wisconsin to Chicago. So basically coming back to Jamaica, I did take a different route. So that's the main thing. So I think I did sleep on that flight. Then I had a 3-hour flight from Chicago to Florida, right? That 3-hour flight from Chicago to Florida, me sleep it out. Like me I tell you honest truth. You see that journey back to Jamaica was quite a journey. Like me don't remember nothing. Me just know so me go up on the plane. Me just know me that sleep afterwards. Like me just sit there do literally me in the book and me not watch no show or nothing. Me just doze up, me just asleep. Me just me head a lean pan the window or something. Me just hear when the time to come off of the plane. Honest thing. You know, like literally some wicked sleep me get on a flight there. So by the time I reach China airport, me asleep again for like me don't sleep this so me literally sleep twice already and me come sleep again. So it's not for the week because when you're on the plane it just I don't know you watch show but all that stuff. But honestly when the AC a kick and them get a little juice and something, but you just like hey I go sleep. Honestly this better you like hey I go sleep. But yes, as I was saying, this intro you have some entertainment. It would be good if you have Netflix or some kind of series, something for just hold you throughout the time, like something to keep you entertained. Because if you go there and don't fool yourself, boy, you read no book. I literally did have a book in my career and I didn't read that. The book never read. I did bored, but I still never read the book. Like, I go on YouTube, but YouTube did boring. I never, like, it's best to have a series where we keep you hooked, like something where you have to keep on and watch. Just like how, for example, you had try to go to bed 10 o'clock, right? And you find a show and you start watching the show and then the next thing you know, 1 o'clock, the time just passed. So you need a series like that that will basically hold your attention and you just keep on and watch it more and more and more and more. You keep on and you say yes. So you need a series, so something to keep you entertained, ensure you dress warm, socks, pants, hoodie, that type of stuff. Ensure you have a blanket in your carry-on. Ensure you have some form of food that can bring on the plane. Me not tell nobody to bring no water. You have got it for thirsty if you end up reach there when the place close. But ensure you have something. Don't just go there. So, and ensure so you have money, because if you have a long layover and the plane reach within the day, you can buy food, sit down at one of those like cafe them, or fast food place, McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, any one of them. Eat, buy food, eat, ensure you have money. Ensure you have money. Buy food and sit down and eat full of belly, walk around the airport, take 2 pictures and all that stuff. So you can do all of that. Explore the entire airport in your layover and all that stuff. So it's very important that you also travel with somebody, because imagine you have like a whole 18-hour layover or a 10-hour layover just by yourself in the airport. You gotta talk to yourself. Like, if you can travel with somebody, you travel with somebody. If it's just you can talk to them, keep your company and all that stuff. And the next thing to be aware of is time zone differences, because literally this happened to me last year, where it's like the flight, I think the flight to Florida from Chicago was supposed to technically be 4 hours, but because we crossed a time zone, meaning that I think Florida is 1 hour ahead. I think, yeah, so I don't know, something did happen, but all I know is that I think Florida was 1 hour ahead than Wisconsin, right? Yeah, something was happening. So basically, I think they need 1 hour. Somebody, so either Chicago or Florida, somebody was 1 hour ahead. But basically, when you cross the time zone and we reach here, so it's like your body gone back in time. Cause when I reach, I check my phone, I say, how is it 12? Me literally, I say, oh, 12 o'clock now. I don't remember how it go, but I know so we cross one time zone, and just be careful of those, because it messes with your body, it messes with your sleep, it messes with all that stuff. Because literally, even when I was on the work and travel program, the thing about is that you see at 9 p.m. in Wisconsin, sun still shine out the door. You see, oh, in your bright, that is how the sun would have shine in Wisconsin. And so it did change the way how I sleep. That is one of the reasons why I come back to Jamaica, I keep on going to bed late. Because once you see the sun up, it's like your body you say you should stay awake. So basically the days were longer and the nights were shorter. So but literally by 9 o'clock, you look out there, sun's still shine in Wisconsin. I mean, so what's happening? By 10 o'clock, the place just start get dark over there. In Jamaica, from 6:30, the place start get dark. From 6:30. And sometimes I have to just force myself and say, go and go sleep. Just go and go sleep from 9 o'clock or whatever. Because if you follow the sun, you wake up, you're tired now, more you're tired. So you can't follow that. But as I said, just ensure you have money, entertainment, some kind of food, blanket, warm clothes. Avoid layovers if you can. Literally, avoid it if you can. Beware of time zones, I said that already. Well, also ensure that you have a printed itinerary, so you can keep track of exactly where you're going and everything. Like, as much as how it's good to have it on your phone, digital and all that stuff, sometimes the phone fail you. So have a printed copy. God forbid something happen, ensure you have a printed copy with you to show the people and say, yes, you did pay your money and you should be on the flight. So just be careful and print it, because I walk with my printed something. I may follow it along, I follow it to see exactly where I'm at. So if you can print one, you print it. Also bear in mind, just to consider, taking into consideration delays. So sometimes delays happen, so just ensure so you keep track. Listen to me, it's the worst thing to have a layover in a state where you're not supposed to even in the first place, and you make the plane leave you. Do not make the plane literally as you reach, just go find a gate and go sit down at your gate. As much as how you have a 10-hour layover, just sit down at the correct gate one time and done. Right? But just be careful, because alright, you remember how I said I walk all the way to the other side of the airport? So I think maybe D47 or something like that. Then my plane, when we wake up the morning, I'm gonna go buy my Starbucks coffee, not coffee, buy tea, mint tea or whatever. And when we come back and check, they move the gate to the other side of the airport where I come from. So you want to see me sprint through the airport going back. So just keep up to date with the app. Ensure you have them app. If it's American Airlines, ensure you have them app, literally. So you can see when them change the gate, because literally an hour before the flight, them can change the date and the gate on the app. So you might see D47. You have a flight at 7, and at 5 o'clock you see D47. at 5:30 that D47 turned into D9. I think that happened last year. I mean, when we see the D9 it's not D9, but all I know is that is like with your 47 and when you figure a 9. You know how upset me get because me say me trying to the every bag through the airport come all the way at 47 and I change the flight for me. Anyways, but then just be careful of that time zones and that stuff. Be prepared, travel with somebody, just take care of yourself on it. If you can avoid it, that it would be best. Literally, that would be best. Ensure you have a printed copy of the itinerary and all that stuff because sometimes these layovers are so ghetto. Also, take the opportunity to walk around, observe how the people them talk because depending on the states, the people they do behave differently. So, observe them behavior. Observe the American culture and see how that set of people behave because I tell you, when you have a layover and you move through different states, I tell you, when me in a Wisconsin airport, or when me in a Chicago airport, or when me in a Florida airport, you can feel the difference, literally. In a Wisconsin, mostly white people, them accent strong. You come in a Chicago, much more black people, a bit more ghetto as well, more laid back ghetto vibes. As you come to Florida, you're into Spanish town. Not everybody can talk Spanish apparently. So you definitely see the change in culture as you go down in America and all that stuff. So you can take into consideration all that stuff. But yeah, I don't know, those are just my little advice, my little tips if you have a long layover. So hopefully it helped you and all that stuff. Yeah, but anyways, that's the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And that's the end of today's video. So bye guys.